Alright, so match 4 for Boltfolk, and we're finally on the draw. I think we deserve that since we got to play 3 times in a row. So with this hand being on the draw, I think if it were a Vial and 1 land, I wouldn't keep it because we could get our Vial Thoughtseize and then just be stuck on 1 land forever and then die. But we're kind of Thoughtseize proof in that sense because we have 2 Ether Vials, so they can only Thoughtseize one of them on turn 1, so I'm gonna keep that. Darksteel Citadel, that's not a good sign. Okay, so we're against Hardened Scales Affinity. So Merfolk has a bad matchup against Affinity as it is, and I feel like this is just like Hardened Scales Affinity is also like nearly as terrible. Except also, like, Walking Ballista is a card that makes you want to cry. Steel Overseer. So I wish we could kill Steel Overseer right now. So I think if we draw like a red source, we can kill Steel Overseer. So that'd be best case scenario. So we need one of our 12 red sources in the deck to go ahead and just kill this Steel Overseer before it gets out of hand. That was not it, but that's alright. So I guess we cast Silvergill Adept and show a Mistcaller. So I think now in this case it's a race. Well, it was just 1 too many down. So they're going to get some value off of this Steel Overseer no matter what, which is unfortunate. Ugh. See, this is what we don't want to see as a fucking Walking Ballista. Walking Ballista is how we lose. And a Steel Overseer that's pumping up Walking Ballista is definitely how we lose. So sure. So the sad part here is that we're going to lose our Silvergill Adept. Very likely. The cool thing is if they don't kill Silvergill Adept immediately, sure, go ahead and do that. That's fine with me. If they don't kill this Mistcaller, then it's going to be Walking Ballista proof. I think what we're going to do here is he shouldn't let me do that. Should have killed the Mistcaller. I guess they didn't know. They don't want to like sacrifice it and like lose Walking Ballista. They don't know that we have a Bolt in hand. So what we can do now, I guess I should watch this microphone. What we can do now is we could play a Spreading Seas on the Gavany Township. Put a Lord of Atlantis into play, swing 2, and then just try to race them. They didn't play a land last turn, so they just have gas in their hand. So that's going to be a lot of trouble. It's very likely that they have another Walking Ballista. If they have another Walking Ballista, it's just going to be hell. So I think the play is to go ahead and cast. We have to go ahead and cast this Wizard's Lightning. If they want to try to kill our Mistcaller, then we could just vial in the Lord of Atlantis in response. Sure. Okay. Maybe we just swing with Mutavault here and like put a clock on. Maybe that's the correct play. just get aggressive as possible. We can always Spreading Seas next turn. Yeah, let's do that. There's nothing rushing us from casting Spreading Seas, but now we're like facing a serious clock, most likely, if they play an Arcbound Ravager or a another Walking Ballista animation module. Sure. That's a good sign. That's a very good sign. That's not a Walking Ballista. Okay. If that's their only play, there's a good chance that we can just outpace them here. Silvergill Adept. I don't think we can cast the Silvergill Adept right now, because we have to, well, I guess we could swing with the Mistcallers. Like, if they want to block, I guess they could still make it a 3/3. We don't want to trade, so I guess Spreading Seas is the answer here. Spreading Seas into swing 6, put them at lethal next turn. I like that play. Sure. Can't block with this, though. So what kills us here? So next turn, so if they untap, play a Forest, play a Walking Ballista, and then steal Overseer, like that we're just probably dead. Because we cannot, but that didn't happen. Okay, we got there, cool. They just stumbled on their mana. We had an answer to, I mean, that shows, like, if we were playing traditional Merfolk, we would have almost no answer, maybe a Dismember for Walking Ballista, and then, like, Ballista kind of takes over the game, but we had a timely answer for it. So, in this matchup now, Kira has been, like, come in every match and has been amazing. Except for Planeswalkers, I guess, but it still should come in, I think, then. Kira's just an incredible card. Braids are amazing. Spell Pierce is probably good. It's better on the play because we wanna hit that Hardened Scales turn 1. What's terrible? Master Waves. This is not the matchup for Master Waves, because Walking Ballista is just an insta kill on him. No good here. Do we bring in a Spell Pierce? Is it better than anything else? Would I rather have a Mistcaller or a Tidebinder Mage or like a Spell Pierce? None of those sound that great. Let's go with the Spell Pierce, I guess. Alright. And this is an unkeepable hand. We're on the play, or we're on the draw, I should say. So then we have 2 Silvergill Adepts. So we have a Scry, we have a draw step, and then we have 1 more draw step. So we have 3 draw steps to get onto second land. So I think I'm gonna keep it rather than go to 5. So we missed our first one though. That sucks. Ancient Stirrings. Sure. Steel Overseer. Come on, baby. Well, there's the land that we need, so that's fine. It's not quite the land that I would want, but it is a land that I will take. Steel Overseer, sure. Really wish I could just bolt this right now. Let's play a Silvergill Adept, hope to get a red source. Nope. Okay. Still have one more chance of getting a red source. But it won't be like they'll get value out of Steel Overseer regardless if they play a Walking Ballista. That's worst case scenario. So nope, that's not. Like these Steel Overseers are gonna just get insane, but there's nothing we can do about that. And we have one more chance to get a red source here before things start getting out of hand. Yeah, we're stumbling on mana. I mean, that's fine. This was like a mulligan and we knew this hand might not shape up, but it was better than going to 5, so. At this point we don't have time to outpace these Steel Overseers, and they're gonna get so big that we can't bolt them anymore. And there's the Walking Ballista, yikes. Yeah. Yeah, so this game is just a loss. There's no chance of us doing anything in this at this point. So like these Steel Overseers are just too damn big. And yeah, we're gonna be going to discard, so it just didn't work out. So that is fine. We'll go ahead and concede. There's no reason to mess with this anymore. Now we're on the play, so we value Spell Pierce a little bit higher than we did otherwise. I think we can take out like a Phantasmal Image. I don't know. Our creature count is so low right now, and that's a big deal because Ether Vial, like, we're not getting a ton of value off of Ether Vial. Spreading Seas is like necessary because we have to swing through with Unblockable, because sometimes things just get so out of hand on that other side that we can't swing through and profitably. I guess we can take out a Mistcaller. Mistcaller's the lowest value, probably. And this is a fine hand. This looks great, actually. So. And our opponent's going down to 6. So again, I think this is probably just a terrible matchup. It is a lot better with bolts. This is one of the matchups where the bolts kind of shine, because early disruption against them is very important. Do I just fetch for it? I'm gonna have to fetch for it anyway, so let's just do it right now. Okay. Sure. Runesborn Reef. Put a +1/+1 counter on a closed creature. Sure. So they didn't turn on Welding Jar turn 1. Or Mox Opal, I should say. Okay. So show Mistcaller, because Mistcaller is going to come more recently. Okay. So we have a racing hand here. We just have to pray that they don't like do anything wacky. Like a Steel Overseer would be fine here. I really just never ever want to see a Walking Ballista. That is really scary. A Hardened Scales is scary. But they still don't have Mox Opal online. That's a really good sign. So, alright, let's be aggressive. Now we're going all out. Oh, Kira is an amazing draw. Amazing draw. Because now they can't just Walking Ballista us to death. So let's go ahead and swing out. I think they've stumbled enough to where this is going to be a nail in the coffin here. Like, Kira is just such a great buffer. Looks like they're just flooding out and they don't have anything to like actually cast for value. So we're lucky that they have a bad hand. Walking Ballista, so we're just gonna go ahead and in response put in the Lord of Atlantis so that they can't, like, I don't know, they can't be Trixie in any form. I wonder why they did that backwards. That seems like a bad play. Sure. 5-5. Yikes. Maybe this is better than I thought. Sure. Sure. That's kind of a mess. Oh, Wizard's Lightning. I love it. But Welding Jar still makes that tough as hell. Oh, wait. Wait a second. This is where the rules thing comes in with Merfolk Trickster. Okay, if I Wizard's Lightning it, in response they Welding Jar, that's an ability, right? So it just, if I can flash in Merfolk Trickster in response, and oh god, please, I think that works this way. Let's just do it. Okay, so they Welding Jar. We're gonna let that happen, and then in response, I guess I could have used 2 blue. That would have been better. My mistake. Flash in Merfolk Trickster. It still has a regeneration shield? That's how it works? I thought it would still do it. God, that sucks. Regenerate is not an ability? That is really unfortunate. We're still in a good position, but that really sucks. And now they don't have Ancient Stirrings. They can't just put a counter on Walking Ballista because they don't have 4 mana, so they might just have a land though. Now see, that is why Merfolk Trickster... Walking Ballista? Are you kidding me? They found a Walking Ballista. It's still... I think we're still, like, we still win. Right? Like, they're at 7. I can't believe Regenerate is not an ability. I gotta look that up. Sure. Yep. So they can kill. They can do 5 damage every which way. That kills both of our lords. It'd be nice to draw another lord here. Oh yes, that's so good. Okay, well that's gonna make. I think that's the nail in the coffin. I said that before, but then these crazy hardness scales draws, man. So they'll go to blocks. They'll like block the biggest two, which are Merfolk Trickster and Silvery Adept, and then they'll attempt to shoot Lord of Atlantis and shoot Master of the Pearl Trident, probably. To which, in response to them trying to do the 3rd damage to one of those 2 lords, I can flash in another lord. Sure. Sure. Okay, now. Let's see if they decide to do it right now. They don't even know if I have something in hand. I could have bluffed that anyway, even if I didn't have a lord. He's gonna let me do it. Okay. I drew a lord. It's your worst nightmare. Gotta send a message. GG. GG. Good draws. I just got good draws there. This is a bad matchup, so like I think they could have stayed alive. Like they could have shot Lord of Atlantis here one more time, and then I don't know. There's a spreading seas for that's still pretty damn good. I think I was gonna win no matter what, but yeah, good game. So we're 3-1 right now. So let's see if we go 4-1.